2, 1.
Woo!
We're keeping that in.
Wait, Marco, is your thing going?
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
see
it's
how
just
the
going
thing is
really
moving?
slow.
Okay.
Welcome
Two.
to the podcast.
And let's cut to the intro. Right?
Is the national anthem copyrighted?
That's a good question.
That's.
It's
I don't
definitely
think so.
not.
I think it's
No, so
The
like
national
if
anthem
I
is
don't think you
definitely
can-
so public domain.
No,
Yeah.
no,
yeah,
but
it
like
is.
if I take
Well, okay,
if
hold
like
on.
Taylor Swift sang the national anthem
that's fine.
No,
She does.
because
and like
Yeah.
would her version of her singing it be copyrighted?
Oh.
okay. This is actually that's interesting because it's the rights to the recording versus the song.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
I think it dumbs down to the song lyrics itself, right?
The
Because
song
she didn't
lyrics,
write it.
the song lyrics, the song itself,
Can't be
lyrics isn't copyrighted. One, mainly because Francis Scott Key died more than 90 years ago. So the way music copyright works, I actually know this. The way music copyright works is you own that song until you die, and then 90 years after
But
that.
how about relatives? I thought relatives got it too.
I don't actually know about that one.
What about
But all I know is for the individual.
so like
Okay.
Disturbed made a Sound of Silence cover, right?
Yeah.
But Simon and Garfunkel still have the rights to it.
Yeah, so the way they do it is Simon and Garfunkel collect the songwriting, they collect royalties because they wrote the songs themselves.
Yeah.
So they get royalties for the songwriting, but Disturbed makes money off of the recording. So the recording and the song itself are separate entities.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that I think
That's-
explains
that's
it.
a
is our
great intro.
scene.
So,
yeah.
That's a
so
great
Taylor
intro.
Swift would own the recording, but not the song. So someone could sing the national anthem, and her lawyers can't be like, "Yo, you can't be doing that." But
Yeah.
if someone plays her version of it
Yeah,
without
that makes
her
sense actually.
like knowledge, then they could sue you.
Oh yeah, that's like
That's
why.
why she had to
Yeah, she had to.
re-record.
Yeah, okay, that
She
makes
had to
sense.
re-record all her songs
'Cause she
didn't
owned the
actually own
lyrics.
she owned the lyrics,
But not
the recordings.
Okay, so that makes sense.
So she was missing out on half of all the profits because she was only making the songwriting profits.
Yeah.
SM video.
Okay. That was a great intro.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. This is
awkward-
episode 1.
Yes.
This is episode 1. We don't know if we should keep the name or not.
We
but
will
here
not
we
be
are.
keeping the
We will
name.
not
No,
be
keep the name. Keep.
We
it's a
don't
good
know
name.
what's gonna happen with the name.
the
The
awkward
name is now 2.5
ones.
Asians and Colin.
It changes every single episode we do. Our
Okay.
name will.
Yeah. And so I guess we can just go around the circle and introduce ourselves.
And like,
Okay.
what's going on in your life?
My name is Derek. Go ahead.
Are you? No, we need some interesting things about you.
I swim. That's pretty
Boo.
interesting.
Oh,
I mean,
you
we
all
actually we
swim.
all swim. We all
Everyone
swim.
here-
Kinda
We all
dumb.
swim.
What projects do you have, Derek? Projects coming up? Do you have?
Projects
Any
coming up?
What's your scheme to get into
Yeah.
the National Honor Society?
Oh.
I'm giving up.
Let's actually
What?
go. Let's go down the line, introduce ourselves, and our scheme to get back into NHL.
No,
'cause we all
this
failed.
is not good.
Oh, did we all fail?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
none of
well.
us got
So
into
I'm
NHS.
giving up.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I
Okay,
think
Shankar.
I think
Shankar didn't get in either.
No.
well, I think my project is fine. I just didn't explain it well. That's according to the people who've done it. I don't know if I should reveal
Okay, so
names.
Derek will be getting into NHL.
If I do it well enough again. But yeah.
I just
should
don't
be
want to
fine.
get signatures
Okay.
again.
My name is Marco. My plan is I'm going to do a charity concert with my band to raise money or food for
Charity, let's go.
Waiting on mom. Waiting on mom.
Waiting on
Yes,
mom.
sir.
Big shout out.
Yeah, listen to us. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, Deezer, SoundCloud, anywhere you listen to music.
He's looking into the camera.
You look at me. You listen. Okay, thank you. Plug.
And this does go
That's the
viral.
plug.
Okay, come
All
on.
right. I'm Colin, and my plan to get into NHS is This is actually a really well kept secret. Almost no one knows about this, but I'm Boy Scout, and I will be doing my Eagle project. I'm gonna do a quick Eagle project plug. I'll be building benches in a few weeks in August.
That's what
Sti-
Petru did
at
too.
Sturgis Park.
That is what Petru did
Wait,
too.
did Shankar not have an Eagle project?
He didn't have attendance. He got screwed over by
Oh.
attendance, so
Oh,
he can't
for
get back in.
real?
Yeah.
Oh, he can't.
That's what he was talking to us about during golf.
Yeah.
that sucks.
Colin, you should have been there.
Yeah, I wish I was there. I was actually not here. I was on a hiking trip.
Well, Colin and Shankar are on a hiking trip right now.
Where's Shankar?
They're in. Apparently, they're in New Mexico. Both
Oh
of them
no,
are.
That's
no,
cool.
No, they're going to Northern Tier, right? They're
I
up
do
in
not know.
Minnesota.
I don't know.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Now, Sean, what is your scheme
Minnesota.
not to get into NHS?
I just don't like getting signatures because I'm socially awkward.
They said you only need to get one.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
literally
but
just need the organizer.
I wanted to like switch. I wanted to switch my community service and leadership around, and then like just more leadership.
language.
But
That's
I don't care enough, and I don't want to get more
I think,
signatures.
Okay, well, I guess we can talk about like
No,
our
we're
opinions
not
on
talking about NHS.
We can
We're
talk-
not talking about NHS. We are moving on from this topic.
Yeah, I think we get in trouble for
Alright.
that.
Especially when our NHS advisor sees this.
Yes.
Our NHS advisors
They will not
won't
see this. By the time they see us, we will be out of high school.
No,
Presumably.
no, Derek.
Presumably.
You have to trust my marketing
Oh
skills.
I mean, if necessary, we could just.
Okay, can you explain the marketing scheme?
The marketing scheme is that TikTok. That's it.
Thank you.
A lot of people have said that.
You know,
No,
this
but
is a
here's
good
the
scheme.
here's the difference. Here's the difference.
What are we, Joe
okay?
Rogan? Theo Vaughn.
Oh, we're gonna go viral because we're special.
special needs.
of
probably.
course.
It's almost like everyone says that.
Yeah.
No, but we're built
different. We're built
differently.
different.
To
We're
quote
built
Syndrome
differently.
in The Incredibles, if everyone is super, no one is. Same works with
That is
being
actually
special.
that is what I wrote in that blog thing that I sent you.
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
Oh, blog plug and do the blog
Yeah,
plug.
blog plug.
Actually, I'm doing a blog right now. As Derek knows, I haven't written in like 5 weeks. I had a pretty crazy writer's block, but I had 2 posts up already, and I'm gonna be putting out another post today.
Plug the URL. Plug the URL.
I don't know the URL.
Okay.
How do you access it?
Put it in the description.
Yeah, we'll put-
HTTPS
Guys,
colon slash
link it.
www.
Link is in the description, guys.
Link in
Yes.
the description.
Oh, is that like the only way you can access it?
Yeah, no, it's only via link. You probably won't be able to find it by just. a
Derek,
straight
that's
Google.
literally
I see.
every single
We'll-
website.
We'll put it.
Every
it in the
website you can
description.
only
No,
access
but, like-
by link.
No. You can
Name a
you
website
search it on the web and then try to go through the search result. I mean, or is it like
and you
That's
like there's
so
like a parent
inefficient.
website?
you get to the
Okay,
website.
okay,
Like, there's probably a parent
Okay,
website or something.
yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
All right.
Fine. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you have your blog.
First segment. What is our first segment?
Activities. Just random.
Yeah, we've been,
so
we've
yeah,
been talking about it.
yeah. we've
Okay,
been talking about
second
activities.
segment.
So Marco, how's it going with music?
As you can see by this insane mic setup,
Incredible, Mike.
it's going okay. We're definitely making the songs, we're singing, we're playing the guitar sometimes, but I haven't been able to record or play much recently because I've been so bogged down in summer work or just regular work. Like
golf.
yeah, no, yesterday was crazy. I got up at like 6, did homework till 8, went to
Okay.
the golf course at 8:30 to caddy because it was a tournament, right? Worked until 3, came home, ate lunch, went to my lifeguarding shift at 4, came back at 9:30,
God.
read my Apes book, went to sleep, and now I'm here.
This kid earns bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much money did you make in tips at that
Are
time?
I
you allowed to
cannot
say
tell
it?
you.
Yeah,
I will not
yeah.
disclose my financials. Thank you.
No, but like lifeguarding doesn't make anything.
Lifeguarding is a good, solid minimum wage, which here in the great state of Connecticut is actually quite good.
Yeah, it's actually.
Talking to you people in Georgia who have bad minimum wage, I'm cutting
It's
that.
because, no,
we might be offended.
we're not.
But no, but if
We
you
don't
compare-
care.
If you compare cost of living in states with lower minimum wage, it's essentially like worth the same amount of money.
Yeah, it's true.
I guess so. Yeah.
That's
Like, it'll
true.
get you as far.
Everything here costs a terrible amount.
What's
of
the
money.
minimum wage in New York City?
New York is the same as here,
Ex-
15.
Yeah. So then, but
Yeah,
their
but New York
cost of living
is
is
way
sky
more.
high.
What,
Yeah.
city or like just
City,
state?
city.
Well, it depends where in the city. Because if you want to live in like Chelsea
Manhattan,
or
baby.
Tribeca,
Battery
then
Park.
yeah, you're like spending $3,000 a month in rent. But if you live in like, I don't know, Jamaica, some bad part of Queens.
Wait, Jamaica Queens.
Jamaica, Queens. That's where JFK is. It's a pretty rough area. I'm being real here. So yeah, then rent's gonna be cheaper there, obviously.
Yeah.
So I mean, really, it's just your location to Manhattan.
No, I think L.A. California area. That's
Oh,
the most
California's the
expensive,
worst
Yeah,
in terms of
California's
cost of
terrible.
living.
Yeah, I
California's
think so.
terrible. Housing prices through the roof. Can't buy groceries. Can't buy gas. Only thing you can buy is the California lottery.
You know what I realized?
Welcome to 17-year-olds complaining about taxes.
You know what I realized about like the education system in California? I think it's like, isn't it like a universal rule where the selectictorian and the valedictorian of like a public school can get literally accepted to any of the
UCs?
states. Yeah. So like for us, it's like our valedictorian, you get a full ride to UConn.
That's is
Our-
that
our
even
That is
valedictorian
true.
is
That
already
is
going to
definitely true.
Princeton.
Is that
I'm
true?
100% sure that's true. I don't know about selectictorian. I think maybe. I think it's definitely valedictorian.
Why are we still
So
talking?
you could just go to UCLA,
I just-
UC
no,
Berkeley,
I just think it's-
off the bat for being good.
Yeah, like I think it's an interesting thing because like that's why the California schools are like so competitive.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
like those kids go there and they know if they're
Also because the
valedictorian.
Bay Area is all Asian.
That
That's
that too,
so
I guess. But like
No, I'm
they
cutting
know,
that out. That
they
was-
know that if they
dicey.
go to like
God.
like if they like are competitive at their school,
Yeah,
they will
exactly.
go like for a full ride too.
No more college talk. We're moving on.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, I mean, I think it's intriguing. But
Okay.
Sean.
Enough. No, because this is a good segue actually. So as anxious little rising seniors, we have too much to do. I think we can all agree that like
Including
our
your
lives are,
it's a lot.
and we don't have enough time to go and talk to our friends.
That's true.
Like this podcast
Oh my
is
God,
showing.
he's
I
you
haven't
keep
talked
And we're
to this kid
segueing. We're
Colin.
we're
to the
segueing
purpose,
back.
the
Wow.
purpose.
We're segueing back
The meaning is always at the end. The
to
meaning is always
episode
at the end.
0. Don't watch episode 0.
We're gonna post
Well,
it.
it's unlisted, so it's not like they can.
No, but we
No,
will post
we'll post it on Spotify.
No, we should post it on everything. YouTube.
I don't care.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna post it.
We'll link it since it's unlisted. We can link it at the bottom of this episode, but no one's gonna watch it.
Well,
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Well,
but here is the real thing. Why don't we get to talk with each other as much as before?
Like to speak into the mic.
When in the 1990s, your parents definitely talked to their friends a
You
lot.
like have to pivot your arm with the mic.
no, it's the top of the mic.
Well,
right?
yeah, it's the
Keep it
front.
like facing
But now we don't get to talk with our friends as much, and we don't get to interact with other people. And Colin is the only one here with a girlfriend, so he's the only one that has any remote
Any
amount of
social
happiness.
skills.
Any social skills.
That's not true.
Well, I think it's all about just like finding a balance, you know, because you have to have a balance between your social life and your academic life. And if you spend too much time on either one, the other one is going to start to fail. So like if I spend too much time with my girlfriend, my grades are going to start to fall. But if I spend too much time, much
Away
time
from your
doing
girlfriend.
schoolwork, my girlfriend's going to break up with me.
I think what we should talk about is what happens when we spend too much time doing school, like mentally.
Well, here, let me just make a point before about the previous thing. I think it's really interesting how you like. I don't think it's very like well known, maybe to most people, other people, but I never realized truly that you actually have to put an effort to maintain like relationships with people.
Yeah, we can tell.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Who doesn't know that? Who doesn't know that?
I don't know. I
You
just
have to be the least socially aware person in the world. The most
I feel like
incomprehensibly inept person to not realize relationships take work. Like,
Everyone tells you it's a two-way highway.
I mean,
Two-way highway.
two-way
there.
street.
Two-way highway.
it does take
it
work.
requires force and displacement. Like
work.
Well, like there are like some people who are just like
Some
for-
people are just low maintenance.
some people are
Yeah,
light
I
work,
guess.
no reaction.
But also, it's like when I like sometimes I like see people like the only thing they stress over is these like relationships, and I feel like they just neglect every other aspect of their life, and I feel like that's like unfathomable.
Well, that
For
also
you.
that also goes both ways.
Yeah,
you.
Like
that's
when-
true.
I guess so, yeah.
But for a lot
I'm
of
sure
people-
Marco has noticed this too. But like when I talk to Derek, it's like, how do you not focus on anything other than your academics?
That sometimes is true.
Yeah.
I can concur
For a
to
lot
said
of like,
notion.
look, let's think about it this way.
Just
like
like big
you're a
numbers.
minimum wage worker, and you have a life, and you earn enough money, and you live in this small ass apartment, and like realistically, like you're surviving, and if you're happy enough, like you could be thriving in under minimum wage. Like maybe not you, maybe not us, but like if someone who has grown up like
Thank you, Fairfield County.
like under exactly if someone was grown up like growing up minimum wage and now they're minimum wage as well, like really they should be focusing more on their relationships and making the best of their lives with what they have,
But then
rather than focusing like. What's the point of like
upward
having
mobility.
exactly? What's the point of upwards mobility when you don't have the ability to like
'Cause it's
Move
fun.
pass it
forward.
on to your children?
just
Well,
fun.
no, because I think you do pass it on to your children, and I can attest to this.
You
Just
come
what- just what- no,
in
because
a bottle.
Most of
Children.
us can attest to this because most of our parents are immigrants. You know,
That's true.
they came here
Except
for
Colin.
the purpose of upward mobility. Even Colin's ancestors at one point
Yeah.
came here to this country to work hard, to not give in to complacency with this lower standard of living, so that their children and their children's children could live a higher quality of life. But then again, to your point, Sean, I mean, you see these people, like some of the happiest people in the world tend to be poorer people.
Exactly.
because
That's
they
not
have
true.
no
That's
concept.
not true.
No, but
that
there
is not
are.
true.
There
I
are.
literally researched this for Colin's thing.
That
That is not
There
true.
are
in some
people.
cases
That
is
is, no,
But
that's
there-
not.
you
It's
can't
not
deny-
happiest.
You
It's
can't
not
deny
happiest.
there are people
like
who
if
are
you
happy.
look at standards. of
Obviously, there are
living-
minorities,
Exactly.
but it's not happiest. It's most fulfilled.
Okay.
Okay, there's a very big difference between that.
My
Hey.
We're bleeping that. We're
Okay.
bleeping that.
Okay. Okay.
It's
buddy.
it's not happiest. It's most fulfilled. And I think there's a very big
can we get a
distinction
distinction
between
there?
those.
Can we get a distinction? Can we get an explanation?
Well,
of
because
why?
Derek,
I
explain
think-
this next part in Mandarin.
Seriously.
Well, because like I said, like I wrote in Colin's because I wrote like a blog thing for him, and I think it was actually it didn't take that much, but it took like a little research to find out that like they use this thing called like the happiness index or something, and on the top of the list are all of the the most highly developed countries, like the U.S. isn't first, right? Even though it's technically the most developed.
It is not the
It's
most.
not-
Okay,
Developed.
one of.
Have you?
But anyways, yeah, there's a distinction between like happiness and fulfillment. Like I think it's these people, I guess, who live in what we like view as poverty, they feel more fulfilled because
Yeah.
they look at their neighbor and they see that everyone is equally as poor as them.
I don't think that's why.
I think it is.
I think it's because when you live in like a society that puts emphasis on consumerism, like our society, a lot of times we try to derive happiness from consumerism. And
Oh, no, that is true.
And
You're right,
therefore, the less money we have, the less happy we are. But if you live in a place where consumerism like doesn't exist at all, and you can derive happiness from things that bring you actual joy, like having a family or experiencing fulfillment and love, like then you're happy. Because I feel like even if you have like a family, you're fulfilled, you have a great life, you can still be unhappy if you're focused on material things. And I think that that's the key difference.
I heard a talk on this.
No,
and it
that's
was
so
like,
true.
It was like the distinction, like how rich people aren't happy anymore because they're working too hard and they're enslaved to their own materialism. And like they're working to create greater wealth, not for themselves, but for other people. And like they're trying to create a better product for other people so that they can earn more money. But that's not generating happiness for themselves. It's only generating material wealth.
No.
And material wealth is only like you can only have so much of it before like it doesn't bring you any more happiness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to look at an example of this in film, Mary Poppins is actually a great example of this.
Bro.
No, really, because their father, Mr. Banks, I mean, a lot of people see it as just this whimsical tale, right? But in reality, what it is, it's Mary Poppins teaching the father, not to care so much about his bank job and making all this money, and just to live and appreciate the time he has with his children. Because you see a lot of cases where you have these kids who are troublemakers and all that, not because that they are, they want to be like that, but because they just didn't receive that attention from their parents that they needed because their parents were too busy working.
Sound of Music, also very good.
Oh,
movie,
great
that-
film. Julie Andrews as well.
But
great-
these are
great
like
film.
I think
that one has the singing is better in Sound of Music than in Mary Poppins. In my humble
You know,
opinion.
I agree.
What is
you know,
it like?
so,
I am 16,
farewell,
turning.
adieu.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The hills are alive.
sing for us.
No,
Give us some Sound of Music on.
no.
So long,
But I think
farewell.
in every single like
Bye.
example that we see, those are like extremes of extremely like obsessive and successful people.
Colin,
and,
does
like, wealthy
drinking
people.
prime make
Because-
you more thirsty?
actually, a little bit.
Oh my
It's
god.
so sweet. It's so. It tastes like Fanta. Marco, try it. It actually tastes like Fanta.
You already drank this. I'm
free,
not gonna drink
free
it at the
advertising.
same-
Free ad-
Waterfall.
Oh my god.
Water
What?
fountain?
Someone, okay, maybe Derek, you should go get some cups.
What the heck just happened?
It's so sweet. It's so sweet.
Logan Paul, KSI,
Sugar in this?
fix your product. It says there's 2 grams of sugar in here. 2 grams of sugar, my ass. There's probably 56 grams of stevia or some shit.
20 calories. That's
This
pretty
is
impressive.
that was like if you melted an orange creamsicle, right, and just drank the pure syrup, which resulted from that.
Here's the question now.
Difference in
that-
taste.
To go back to our topic, it's how much money would you have before you would retire? Like if you had 20 mil in the bank, and you're like 45, you're like 35, would you retire? Would you go to like
Yes.
get a
I would.
yacht
I would.
with
What?
20 mil?
I don't-
You're talking about like the amount of money that would make it so you would never have to work.
Yeah, like
No,
how
you
what
could-
do you,
I
how
feel like
much
you could
do
live
you
com-
think? How much
No,
do
you
you
could
think?
live comfortably on 20 mil if you don't live an overly extravagant lifestyle.
Yeah, so like
That's
how
true.
much would you? How much?
Yeah, like what kind of lifestyle?
yeah,
you want
like
is-
yeah, exactly.
No, but like
He's asking.
What
I
amount
mean,
of money?
you're not killing yourself for money.
No, there was a
Like,
famous
people-
director who did this. I'm forgetting who it was.
Was it like big famous director? Like
I don't know, no, but it was definitely someone very wealthy, and I'm forgetting
Nathaniel
who it
Hawthorne.
was. I'm blanking on the name, but one of my teachers told me this, and basically they said, okay, we're just gonna live off like $1 million a year, right? And everything else is just gonna go to charity. And they just they sold their unnecessary cars. They bought like a regular middle class size home, and they can live perfectly comfortable lives. Because the problem you see is like with just the excess.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
what's
yeah.
the point of having 5 houses if you're never going to use 3 of them? You know
Security.
what
Real
Security.
estate.
Because you might as well
Real
have
estate
it.
You rent them
appreciation.
out.
You might as well
Rent
have it.
them out.
I mean? Real estate
What, you need 5
appreciation.
f***ing houses?
You might as well have it instead of not having it.
No, that's greed.
Like okay,
That,
I would.
that is greed.
So
That is
what?
greed.
One of the 7 deadly sins, right there, ladies and
Is that
gentlemen.
an
thing
anime?
is-
Is that an anime?
That is an anime.
That is anime.
I've
yeah.
never watched it though.
Me neither.
It's trash.
I don't watch anime.
I
I'm
watched
not a
like
weeb.
one episode
Demon
and it was
Slayer.
trash.
Plug Demon Slayer.
I'm
right
not a
there.
weeb.
Demon Slayer. Demon
No
Slayer. The
weeb.
art is so
No weeb
fire. The
gamer.
art is
No, let's
so
go.
good.
Have you seen the finale of Swordsmith?
Yes.
So good. I watched it. Like,
It's so
2 nights
good.
ago.
I like. Yeah, it's so good. Demon Slayer is really good.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we move on
Mike,
from
Mike,
this?
No. I think no. We can keep talking about
Anyways,
the money thing.
excessive
What
wealth.
was your question again? Say that we didn't
It was
even
how
answer.
much money, like given your expectations of living in the future, how much money would it take like yearly for you to be satisfied?
Give me $1 million, and I'm fine.
A million
You are dying off a
a
mill
mil
in like 10
total or a
years.
year?
No,
A
no,
mil a year.
no, a million
Oh,
year.
a year.
A year.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Like, would you
That
like
is a
would you
lot.
buy would you buy Astons, and like would you buy like
Well-
nice watches?
Well, okay. The difference is I really like vintage cars. So yes, I
Yeah, I
I'd
would-
pull a Jay Leno.
Yeah.
Okay, I would pull a Jay Leno, but that's just because it's something I love.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Like,
know?
yeah,
But buying, Huracans and Vantages just for the sake of having them, even though you don't actually like collecting cars. See, that's the excess that I think is unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know, that would
brag.
that would be like me buying a beach house in the Bahamas if I visit the Bahamas once every 3 years. Why buy a beach house if you could just rent a vacation house or stay in a really nice luxury hotel? You're using it for the same amount of time, but you're one paying less over that span of years because you're not paying property taxes, yada yada yada, and 2, it's just now there's that real estate for someone else who might enjoy it more to own.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
you know, like you need to rent a Huracan, you need like $5K an hour. That's crazy to me.
What?
Yeah,
5K.
5K. Like that was crazy to me. I was
Well,
like,
who is
yeah.
renting these?
Like YouTubers and like
That is-
celebrities
okay, that
and
makes
like
sense.
Jay Schlatt.
You think we've exhausted this yet?
No.
No, cause I don't I like
Someone wants to move on.
Remember, the green light has to show up when you speak. Sean.
I do not think that like there's a point to like stopping working. Like
I
like
think
in
there
your
is.
in your like 40s. Like this
Nope, there definitely is.
No, like cuz you're what?
We
You-
in
I
America
think people
have
derive-
a workaholic lifestyle.
No, but I
It's
think
al-
people
it's also
derive
the-
fulfillment
Yeah, no,
from
that's,
working.
that's so true.
Like
Derek-
cuz I would feel like crap if I
You
just
want to
sat at home.
benefit
travel
the
the world.
society?
Yeah,
I would
no.
travel the world.
Derek is kind of right here because it completely depends on your personality. Like if Derek retired at age 40, he would be completely unhappy for the rest of his life because some people need to. It's just like their personality. It's how they're built. They
You
need
wanna
to work
benefit
to be
the
fulfilled.
world.
Like my grandparents have been retired for a long time, but they still do so much work every day. They maintain their house. They rent out farmland that they used to farm, but they retired, and they still work to maintain that because they don't want to not work because it makes them feel lazy and unfulfilled, I guess, when they don't work.
Yeah.
And that's just a difference in personalities. I know, like, with a lot of people, it's different. Like, some people would love to retire at 40, but some people it just wouldn't work for. It's just, it comes down to a difference in, like, how you want to live life.
I think if we look into the future, we would want to retire at 40.
I would.
I would.
But
as
I think
well.
I think
I
when
would
you
most
I think
certainly would.
when you do your when you have a job for 20 years, I think you'll start to like I say this for swimming too, because like if we like when we like I don't know if you've seen
Quitting
this
the
yet.
second I can. I'm sorry.
I know, but like but for like people who have been swimming like for like 12 years and okay.
No. Actually.
Huh? Okay, yeah, I'll talk into it. But especially this season, I think, like at the end of this season, we just saw like a bunch of these like amazing swimmers who have been like in the program for so long, and it's just like disheartening to see them just hate the sport now.
Who?
No, we shouldn't name names.
Shout
but-
out Poochie.
Okay.
No
But
one knows
yeah,
who that
Poochie-
is 'cause it's not his real
Poochie,
name.
please come on our podcast.
Yeah, dude, actually come on our podcast.
Poochie,
But
please come on our podcast.
I think
Dante.
because I've talked to like people who've
Dante.
I've talked to people who've like just stopped swimming and they like initially loved it, but they hated they hated it when they stopped. Like Luke, like I've talked to him, he misses it. Because I genuinely think that because we've been doing it for so long, it's become like ingrained in our life. Like I feel like a physical urge to go to the pool when I like away for
don't.
2 weeks.
I've also
I just feel like a fat.
Like a sense of relief.
Like that too. Well, that's like part of it, but I feel like there's some
Also-
sort of like lifestyle portion of it. that just
Swimming
makes
is
you
the best
addicted.
form of
Yeah.
cardio. Running, no matter how much I hate swimming,
Sorry, Steven.
running is
Yeah.
always
Running is
worse.
trash.
Like Steven, no respect though.
No,
Big
if
respect.
you can do a lot of
Oh, no,
running,
my
it's
guy,
really good.
my
crazy
guy,
respect for runners.
my guy suffers through the foot pains, the leg shin splints.
Shin
yeah.
The shins.
Holy
Yeah.
Hayden.
like
I'm sorry as
for
well.
real.
Hayden, come on the podcast.
Hayden, yeah, Hayden, come on the podcast.
Hayden.
Who do we have paired with Hayden?
He was supposed to be here today, right?
No.
Was
Oh
he?
no,
No.
we didn't invite him.
No. We can do you with Hayden, Colin. If you
Okay.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Colin can
I
come
can't think of
back.
anyone else who goes with Hayden really.
And then we can do Marco with Dante.
Yeah, Marco with Dante. That would
want
be
to
such
do
a
with Dante?
throwback.
Yeah, I do.
That would be such a throwback.
I think
Oh no, Dante wanted to go with Angelo.
Oh,
yeah.
bad.
Oh, we
yeah.
can do another big podcast. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I
we
think
we
that's
can
good.
clearly make 4 people work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I forgot what I was saying.
Like why people want to continue doing what they're doing.
I think this screenager, these screenagers on their phones all the time.
he whipped up an Instagram Reels in the middle of recording a podcast.
What if that pulled up a little?
Zero.
Oh, good topic.
Man, this podcast.
Why is your attention span so short?
Subway
Why
Surfers.
why is your attention span
Oh,
so
no,
short?
This is why I need to advertise on TikTok because people's attention like I need to I have like 1 second to grab your attention on TikTok apparently before
Yeah.
you scroll.
Oh no,
Yeah.
exactly.
And like I was thinking about it like how hard is it to go viral on TikTok when like if you think of, like you're scrolling through like YouTube Shorts or like TikTok and you see a video with like 3 likes. You're not liking it.
No,
Yeah.
I
You're not
always
like
skip those.
Yeah,
Well, also
exactly.
'cause
Yeah,
they're,
I see.
Like from some random foreign country.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, or like the
Why is this dude speaking Mandarin on my TikTok?
yeah, exactly. It's like
No, the best are those. You know the one? It's like those Mandarin videos, but they translate to English, and it's the dude teaching you car facts. Have you ever seen those?
Oh, I saw one of those.
Wait, do you all have
I'm
TikTok?
going to show you how to park a car really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
know
see-
those.
those
I
are
know those.
so good.
There's yeah.
And
I
they're
actually
useful,
I
too.
actually watched those.
They're
yeah.
useful.
Do you all have TikTok?
No,
No.
I don't have.
Me-
I don't.
me-
Yeah. No.
we just use
Okay,
Reels.
good.
We use Instagram
Oh
Reels.
my god.
No,
Instagram Reels is so
Reels
bad.
is worse for me than Shorts.
No wait, I like the
prefer
question.
Shorts more than Reels. Should we
YouTube
make it? We
Shorts?
should make an Instagram. Okay, so here's
I
my
prefer
here's
shorts
my
more than
shorts-
reels.
Here's my
is
shorts
what a
idea,
fisherman
okay?
who's
here's
confused
my
would
pitch.
say.
Here's my pitch for shorts or for TikTok. Okay, I would go like this. I'd be like, do you ever want to become viral? Like
No.
how?
No.
Like
No questions.
no.
No questions. Questions
No,
take
no,
too
no,
long.
no,
They
understand.
make you think. We don't want to think.
We need
No, we
Peter
don't wanna think,
Griffin
we
at the
just wanna
bottom
see
of
it.
our
it's
podcast.
like or like something along the lines of
Stop thinking.
virality.
First gameplay.
Virality, how do you achieve it? And then you're like, and then I'm like, follow us along on this podcast as we explore the depths and the algorithms.
That's
and
too much to think about. That's too much to
Suck
think
my
about.
Too hard.
You are
too
not
hard.
We
thinking.
need more brain deck
The
content.
brain is not moving. The brain is not moving
No,
when you're doing
It's
it.
fine. I'll
I-
play Subway Surfers at the bottom half of the screen.
I like the original question that Derek had. Why do you think our attention spans have shortened so much?
I think there's only one reason. It's that literally TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, look at how fast he's scrolling through the. He's not even watching.
Yeah,
it.
look at
Speed
this, look at
running,
this.
you
It's-
speed
This
running.
is genuine. I'm
Speed
gonna,
running
this is
YouTube
genuinely
Shorts.
sad.
Like, you
Oh
don't
my
have the
God.
curiosity to finish watching the.
This is really.
That one
And
was
sometimes
cool.
I'll do. Sometimes when I get mad and I just feel bad about myself, I just do this. I'm like, please let it end, and it never ends. It never
Oh,
ends.
that's-
It's an
that's
endless.
another thing.
It is an endless scroll of doom that just makes you feel worse about yourself than when
But
you first open.
I think the issue with shorts, like if you are, Mark, shut it off, shut it
All
down,
right, hold on.
shut
This
it
is
down.
actually interesting. Ranking every United States license plate by design.
Oh, that's
Oh,
just
that's a
W
he one.
seven.
That's a W license plate.
I like the Wyoming one.
Fuck Arizona.
Oh my god. You said one. You said one. Turn it off. Turn it off. But I think the issue with TikTok and YouTube Shorts and those like that format is that there is no like viewers have no what's it called?
Attention span.
Not attention span, like
No
loyalty.
attraction, just
They-
like Derek
they have-
has no attraction to
Loyalty
women.
is
No,
a good song
they,
by
they
Kendrick.
have no loyalty
Shout
to
out
the creator.
Kendrick Lamar,
They have-
come on our
sorry,
podcast.
It's attachment. They have no attachment to the creator. Like
I love the Sidemen. Every single Sidemen. Sidemen
but that's
probably
because you
uploaded.
just- that's because you watch their videos, the long hour-long ones, and you enjoy it.
Yeah.
But not because you watch the
Shout out
shorts.
Sidemen.
If you just watch the
You know what
shorts,
would
you
be?
have no.
We're gonna go
attachment.
viral, and we're gonna get Road to Shaw on this podcast. Road to Shaw and Ethan Bazinga
Okay.
on this couch.
This is our journey to getting the
to
Sidemen
getting
on
this
our
this
podcast.
On this podcast,
Follow
we're so
along to
passionate.
see the results.
Please like this video. Like this video if you want to see Road to Shaw on this Awkward Ones podcast because
Yeah.
we know he's an awkward one
See,
just
no,
like
the
us.
thing is, you need to have
At
that
his heart.
voice, the
No,
voice
please, bro.
inflections. You need to
Please,
have
bro.
like I call it the Mr. Beast voice because I think he's the first one that really mastered.
I
this
got
kind
a jet,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna fly 10,000 people on
Yes.
it for
And that is
15
it.
hours,
It is
and the
the-
first person to jump off the plane gets $10 million.
And that is it. It is
Whoa!
that-
Let me
it is
shove
that-
this microphone on my ass.
it is the overly exaggerated vocal inflections which grab your attention. You have to sound like a salesman
Did
when
you
you
see
make
the
these kinds
Mr.
of videos.
Beast
'Cause if
Train
you think
versus
about
Pit
it,
video?
instead of selling,
The what?
The Train versus Pit video.
Oh, that
Did
was
you
such
see
a
that?
good.
No,
because
I
you're trying
haven't.
to sell, because you're trying to sell the product of your video, and you're trying to sell the viewer
But his
their
audience
time.
too, though. His
you
audience
want to
is
buy
like,
their
yeah.
time.
Like I watched the Mr. Beast Train versus Pit video, and I was
That was a
watching
joke
it,
video.
and I was like, bro, this video is literally advertised for people who are like 7 years old.
But I liked it. What does that tell about me?
No, but like
Liked it.
it means you're no, like
As a matter of fact, I loved it.
I finished
Hell,
it.
I'd do it again.
I finished it, but I had to click off of it because I was like, damn, like it's just like I don't know, like I feel like Sidemen is like marketed towards me.
It is.
I
It's
think another-
it's young
Another thing
adult
that
men.
goes viral is the absurd, because
That's true.
things that are like really like
Out of
weird
pocket.
or out of pocket tend to go viral. Because we saw this even in the earlier stages of memes, like Phil Swift, for example. Flex tape only became popular because this man came on
Saw
our television.
this boat in
Yeah,
half.
he came on our television.
not even
He
good.
came on
It's
our
not even
YouTube
good.
YouTube
tape is-
pages,
I
don't think
and
it
he goes
is.
and he
Have
goes.
you
He
used
says
it?
this. He says
No,
this.
I've seen people, like,
I
using it.
sawed this boat in half and sealed it only using flex tape. You're hooked, like a person on cocaine.
Magic.
You're immediately hooked into that video, and you want to say, can this man, can this beautifully shaped
Logan
man
Paul.
put together a boat, something which floats in the water? Could he
Drink
put
Prime.
that boat back together with adhesive, with tape, with tape? And so you think to yourself, I need it. It can't. And so you watch, and then he sells you his product, and because of that, he became internet famous, and that's what sells. Being
But the product
absurd.
is bad.
It's like the
product is
Salvador
bad.
Dali of videos.
Oh, did you see the YouTube short that was like Logan Paul, like Logan and KSI got their fans to throw Prime bottles at them in Sweden for marketing?
No.
Okay, I thought that was like actually smart though. You didn't see it, but
No.
yeah, I thought it was. It was like they got a bunch of press because people were like, "Oh, Prime fans are mad at Prime because they're throwing Prime bottles at Logan Paul and KSI at this meetup in Sweden."
Oh, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't the fans were mad. It was that KSI asked them to throw their empty Prime bottles
Speaking
at
of
them.
Prime, drinking that Prime has actually made me more thirsty. Like,
I know
I'm
it's
not
not a
kidding.
good
It's
product.
marketing to
It's
make
smart.
you buy
It's
more
smart.
Prime.
It's
Smart.
it's
I need to
it's
drink more
it's
to
definitely a
not be
hype
thirsty.
product.
It's Gatorade.
It's worse than Gatorade.
Because the salt is supposed to, if it's like a athletic
Electrolyte.
drink, yeah.
10 milligrams.
So you
of
need the salt anyways. So I think any like athletic drink.
Hey, this is
it will make you
10%
thirsty.
coconut water.
I would never drink Prime at a swim,
Whoa.
personally.
Oh, I thought it's Phil. Yeah. Let's just watch. It's not even orange.
It is orange.
It's no, the
Derek, drink
inside.
some.
No, I'm not.
Derek, I'm gonna go get some cups, okay?
Okay, yeah. Can you find them?
Sean is bringing the mic.
Sean is bringing the mic with him. He will be out of range shortly.
Sean, narrate what you're doing.
It's in the cabinet. Yeah, there. Up second. one.
Narrate.
Do you want
Sean.
the glass ones?
Usually I do
Porcelain ones?
The second level ones.
Which ones?
Anyways,
Are
so,
open.
The middle
while we
level,
wait for
the middle
Sean,
shelf.
I'm gonna take the time to tell you about
Yeah, those
today's
ones.
sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
No,
you
it's
see-
actually
did you see
Prime.
Jake
It's actually
Paul
Prime.
doing that I forgot that that one like tower game, like tower defense game.
Bloons.
Bloons Tower Defense.
No, it's not Bloons Tower Defense. but
Plug
it's like
Bloons Tower Defense. Fantastic.
Wait, what do the cups say? I want to see.
It says first anniversary of OBCF, which
They're
is
free.
the Overseas
They're free cups.
Burmese Christian Fellowship.
That one looks like a Breaking Bad cup.
Which one?
And this says
The one that has the.
Happy 4th anniversary of the American Chemical Society, and it says beryllium is a group 2 IIA element. At
Breaking
ordinary
Bad.
temperatures, beryllium resists oxidation in air. Its ability to scratch glass is probably due to the formation of a thin layer of the oxide. Aquamarine and emerald are precious forms of the mineral beryl. And then it says B2Al2SiO36.
I think my mom got those at like
X.
a chemistry conference.
Thank
for
you,
free.
Boringer Ingelheim, for employing
Yeah.
half of this godforsaken town.
Oh no, they know where we live now. They know where we live.
No, yeah.
Suck my cock.
No,
We're
I think I
bleeping that,
know
we're bleeping that, we're
5
bleeping that.
people whose parents work for Boringer.
My parents used to work for
Yeah.
It's clear.
It's clear. It's not orange. It is not orange.
Wait, why is the prime there?
There's two. What do you mean?
Watch this. Watch this, chat.
be on the table.
Chat, ban this guy from Discord and Customs.
Drink up, Derek. Drink up.
Never back down.
Oh, it's kind of orange.
Oh my god, guys, I have a great question. Thoughts on going to see Barbie and Oppenheimer on the same day?
Okay, I will be doing it.
I will also be doing it. I actually plan
You
on
wanna-
it.
You know
wanna
what my
go- you wanna
parents
go with
do?
me?
I'm going with Vincent and Haley.
You know what my parents do? My parents always go to AMC, and they get one ticket, and then they just watch the other movie in the theater. Like they get
That's
one
smart.
ticket, but
That's
they
smart.
don't leave
No,
the
my
theater.
parents used to do that too back in the day.
So
anymore.
you could probably
Actually,
do
no,
that
they
with Barbie.
didn't do that because that would be admitting to fraud.
Yeah, but
yeah, your parents did not do that,
My-
but
My
if
parents
you
did not do
my-
that.
I'm
But
saying
hypothetically,
that was- but hypothetically.
that would be smart.
Hypothetically
if they- yeah,
speaking, they could.
Exactly.
that would be very smart.
However, they did not.
Yes, they did not.
Allegedly.
You guys want to send this podcast to Miss Bay?
Yeah.
No,
I think it'd be really funny.
Well, we have to actually bleep out all this.
Miss Gabay, I don't know you.
Miss Bay, this
Yeah,
is
you
Sean
do.
Lee. He is an
Yeah, this is
outstanding
Sean Lee.
I
citizen.
like Miss Boudelier very much.
I mean,
'Cause
she'll
she's writing
like
my
you
rec
for that.
letter for me.
That's good.
Guys, shout out Miss Gabay, best English teacher in.
Miss
No, I
Bay,
think-
we
The
want
unnamed
to
high
know what
school.
you wrote for our rec letters. Please, please,
Let me read it.
let us read it. We won't compare.
But
I
Miss
swear.
Boudelier statistically is better.
Is it?
Because she's department head.
No, I think the three of them are like really close,
So
and so
she's just better, honestly.
No, Miss
Okay.
Miss Kabay thinks me and Marco are funny, so.
Let's
Yeah.
take a vote. Who thinks Miss Cabay is better?
Oh, Derek
Raise
does
your
it.
hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Who thinks Miss Boudelier
this
better?
is not fair
That
though.
is
This
a
is not
3-1
fair.
Count.
You know,
Results
since
are
we
in.
only have a sample size of 4, it is statistically insignificant.
Statistically
Guys, we should get 46th President of the United States, Joseph Robinette Biden, to appear.
Guys,
it's
guys,
so political.
guys, my nerd-
it wouldn't
my
be
nerd
that
detector is
difficult
going
because
off.
in 4 years, he'll be in a grave. All we
Hi,
have to
Derek.
do is
Welcome back to the podcast. Now, nothing eventful has happened since that last cut. I just want you guys to know that we cut that because of time and not because of anything
Yeah.
someone said.
Because of time. How long have we? How do we know?
I don't know, but this
We haven't
this
even
apple
talked about the
screensaver
actual
is
podcast.
crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I
stop,
have
stop,
been
stop.
staring
Everyone
at
stop.
it.
Everyone stop. I have one good
Isn't
question.
it cool?
Yeah, it
We
is.
should put the camera over there so we all actually look at the camera.
No, I don't. No, they don't look at the camera. They don't look at the camera. Like podcasters? I don't think so.
Oh,
They
you know
look at
that
each other.
dumb
It's like a
podcast with
conversation.
with Sneeko and the fat lady?
We
The
don't.
fat.
And welcome back to the podcast yet again. Since our last
Voice
cut,
critical. Do a
Nothing
cover
has
on this
happened.
podcast. Well,
Nothing
I
has
got a
happened.
title for you.
Okay,
It says
I-
the most loneliest podcast. Loneliest.
it's true.
And then raise awareness for some kind of
Loneliness
charity organization.
Depression.
And the charity organization
For
is
teenagers.
called Our Wallets.
Yes.
Our wallets.
My Apple
I
Card.
actually have one legitimate question. I have one legitimate question.
Marco
going to
needs
this
more
podcast.
money,
No, he doesn't.
despite his
Okay,
caddy.
okay. What do you think? Do you think standardized testing is good or not?
Good. How?
No, it's not good, but they have no other alternatives.
Yes, I agree with that completely. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
No, but what,
I actually hate.
I also
actually
hate it.
it.
what do you mean by good?
Like, is it?
Like, do you think it's an
effective?
accurate reflection?
No.
No, absolutely.
Exactly.
I think
this
it's
is a bad
rel-
question because it's too one-sided.
No.
I don't think there's anyone
Okay, here,
in the world.
I'll argue.
that-
I'll
you
argue
guys
the.
want me
I'll
to-
argue the. I'll be devil's advocate.
Derek, let's
No.
go play
I
devil's
love
advocate.
standardized testing. My SAT score is so high. I love it. I'm so smart.
That's the reason why it's bad.
Well, because here's the thing. You
You're-
can gain.
I don't
What
think
you
so.
Just said is the reason why it's bad.
Well, I think it's like there's
It's
a
because
correlation.
people who are good at testing.
But like, I don't like the argument that I'm not good at testing.
No,
oh,
that's-
I'm
it's
bad
true.
under
though.
pressure.
It's
People
a
are
thing.
bad at
That's
testing.
not a good argument.
No,
because
it
the
is a good
reality,
argument.
no, because the reality, you go to
No, but are
The
you
SAT
someone
is-
who's bad at testing, Derek?
I don't. I think
You're
I'm,
not.
You're
Oh,
That's
That's
a
the
pretty
thing.
average though.
So you don't know what it's like to be bad at testing. That's the
Okay,
thing.
well, here, let me give this. All right, I think the SAT is supposed to
Every
measure
time-
your capability
no, but if
going
every
into
time-
college,
if
right?
Every time I take a test, I get ulcers in my. Because
And
then
welcome back
obviously-
to the podcast. Since we've last cut, nothing significant has happened. Where were we?
No, but
Welcome back to the podcast. Since we've last cut, nothing significant has happened, and we're just gonna get back to this conversation.
Okay.
Remember to like,
If
subscribe,
every time
and
you
hit
take
that
a
follow
standardized
button.
test, you get like shivers and you're anxious and you can't sleep the night before.
I can't. Like I that's what I feel like, bro. Like I don't think I'm good.
test taker. Maybe you would have a higher test. Maybe you would
Think
have
about
a
it.
higher
Think about it,
SAT,
Derek. Derek, how many times did you take
You
the
know
SAT?
about that.
Oh, I took it a lot. Though.
Exactly.
But you know,
What
before
if you have
before
no
like,
money
I think
to pay $90 every time you
Exactly.
take the SAT?
Exactly.
I think
Why
Exactly.
college board? Why is the SAT $90?
that's college board's fault.
Okay, okay.
That's college board's fault.
Good. No insulting college.
Which
No,
is
we
why
can't
I
college.
think no.
College
Why
board.
do we have
Screw
a
your
for-
monopoly.
Why do we have a for-profit organization dictating?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the things that get you
Literally
into college.
so much. APs
Yeah.
and SATs.
APs
crazy.
APs are like irrelevant, I think. Because the thing with I think APs are fine because
like the
you
test
could do,
curriculum.
You're just
though.
mad of-
The test
No,
Let's
curriculum.
talk about AP.
No, but with APs, you could literally do a summer course for a university, and it would be basically the same thing. You would get a credit from that university. It's just that College Board has standardized those
But
credits.
you get to take it in school, and you get school credit for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you get like,
AP
but like
tests
you
are
can
good.
do. Yeah, but it's like a
just
standardized
salty.
version of it. Yeah. Huh?
I think we should
Eric
move.
is just mad because he
We
got
should
a 4
move.
on AP
We should
Physics.
move.
Okay.
We should
okay, I
move
also
on
got a
from
4 in AP
school.
Physics.
No,
School
I
shit.
I
want.
didn't
I
take
think the
AP
standardized
physics.
testing thing is like we haven't resolved anything because I still think I think it's pretty semi-accurate.
No.
Also,
not.
I don't like. Okay, I'll explain why.
It's
really,
skewed.
Yeah, it is. But
It's
I'll
skewed.
explain why I hate the argument that you're a bad test taker.
Because you're a good test taker.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's assume that I'm a good test taker. I'm biased. Okay, but now I think that the SAT is intended to like anticipate your success in college, right?
No,
Yes, it is.
that's
Well,
what
no,
it says.
he
It
What
does.
has a point because
It is.
there are finals.
Testing is ingrained in
stuff.
every part of our educational system,
That's
and
true.
grades are a part of everything. How else can we know how qualified you are except testing? And the issue is, if you use the excuse, "Oh, I have extreme anxiety. I can't perform on peak conditions." So what? You're going to be doing that in college. You're
No,
going to be
but-
doing that in the workplace.
No,
that is
no.
an accurate
That's
reflection
not
of
true.
life.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's
what
not
if I
true.
want
Yes,
to be a gardener,
pressure
Derek?
is a part of
What if
life.
I want to be a
Exactly.
gardener?
It depends on your major.
If you want to be a gardener, don't go to college.
And also testing.
Go garden.
Testing is different than real life applicational stuff. Like people can say they're bad test takers, as in like they're bad at regurgitating information, but they're good at applying.
That's true.
Like
That's true.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
if I want to become,
That's true.
if I want to become an archaeologist,
Tell him to bring him out.
and I'm
gonna bring out
a
the whole-
test taker. Like when I'm an
But the thing is-
archaeologist, I just do it with rocks. And then I go and examine my rocks. I don't have to
No.
take a test every time I go.
But the thing is,
And, like,
those degrees are the tests that you like, are the degrees that you don't need the test the most for. I'm talking about the degrees which are like the most,
Like English?
like not
Okay,
really
okay. Yeah,
English.
no,
I mean, like
no, are
STEM
there
fields,
any
specifically
no,
STEM fields.
definitely not.
what-
Yes.
Like if you, no, because like say you're a chemist and you go in the lab and you do your random.
Yeah, and
ass
you
stuff.
don't need because
You don't need to
yeah.
fill out a piece
you
of
take-
paper.
yeah.
And,
No, I agree with you. If you take the SAT and you're like uber STEM, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna like get a perfect score, 800 on the math section,
Yeah.
and then bomb the freaking English part because you suck
No,
at English.
okay.
Which
I was
arguably
talking,
is the
I
more
was talking to
important
someone
section.
about
I
this.
think
What's
I
up?
think the reading section is more important.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree.
SAT math is terrible. SAT math is so bad. So bad.
Okay, I've always said this. I think SAT is a measure of effort, but it's
No,
also
it's a measure of how much money you have.
no, it's not. It's a measure of effort.
It's a measure of how many.
Because
tutor
I
classes
think
you took.
anyone.
No,
how many
that's so
books
true.
you bought.
That is so true.
No. Like, look at us. Like, look at like our grade. The people who have done the best on the SAT are the ones who don't have tutors.
That's not true.
That is true.
Yeah, that's not.
That is true.
Well, don't name them.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, how do you know they didn't get tutors though?
Well, like I know a few people who like have tutors, and they've had tutors for a long time, and they've just
Maybe
the
they
reason
just have tutors.
maybe
Maybe the people who are good
Maybe.
spent $5,000 on SAT prep tutoring, and that's how they got a good score.
no, I'm saying that the people who have the best scores,
I don't think any
like you know the no.
welcome back to the podcast.
No, that-
Since we last cut, nothing interesting has happened. As a matter of fact, we said 0 controversial things, and
Yeah,
this is in the
0.
interest of time.
We can just leave out all the names, right? That's chill.
Welcome.
until we get them on the podcast.
Yes, we'll just bleep them out in general, and then we introduce them with it. But yeah,
You said like a decent amount of names. Those all need to be.
Shankar Bahadur.
we're bleeping.
Shankar's
Nope,
mom.
Shankar's
Come
thing is-
on the podcast, please. I don't. What's Shankar's mom's name?
No, it's
His
that's his
fucking
dad.
Please,
We're bleeping all of those names.
please
We're bleeping
come
all
on
of
this
those
podcast. And Marco's mom. Marco's
Marco's mom talks really
Marco, get your mom on
like
this
when we were in the
podcast.
car, like going to CPAC. Was it CPAC? No, it was seniors. It was
Marco
seniors.
and Marco's mom podcast.
That was like it was actually good.
incoming.
But yeah, it was actually good.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Nothing
This
significant
time
has
I
happened.
endorse this restarting. We're gonna talk.
That's why. Yeah, because Sean endorsed it, we're gonna keep it.
Wah, 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 wah,
Hey.
wah.
Music time. Music time.
Wah.
You know, let's start music time.
We still haven't concluded that.
No, it's okay. We've
Wah,
talked
wah,
enough
wah,
about
wah.
No, I like there needs.
Colin,
to be a
I've been
conclusion.
talking. I've been listening to a lot of Tame Impala recently.
Tame Impala, so good. Did you guys know it's just one guy?
Yeah, guys. What? Tame Impala is just one guy.
Listen
it is
to
a
this.
single individual.
Listen to this.
play
Listen to this.
But it's gonna be you have to play like 9
I don't
seconds
have
or
it
else
down.
it's
I don't have it
copyrighted.
downloaded.
Ah, play.
Anyways, I
Derek,
like
play 10
play
seconds.
Borderline.
I like the one that goes. It
Borderline.
feels like we always go.
Who is it?
Back. Do you know that one?
Who is it?
Tame Impala.
I also like the one that's like.
Borderline.
How do you spell it?
Tame Impala. Tame like Tame Impala the end. Borderline. Actually, no. Guys, listen. Borderline.
You're only allowed to play 9 seconds. Oh, that song goes hard. Now pause
Okay, that
it.
was 8 seconds.
Okay.
That was 8 seconds. 8 seconds. 8 seconds.
That's why we do music time here, guys.
It's
because
Just one guy.
Derek said he didn't
He's
understand
crazy.
what music time was, and my mic cut out during the music time explanation.
Did it?
No, it didn't.
But
No, in the
well,
initial
in
one.
explanation,
Podcast
what
0.
music time is music time. Derek, what's your favorite? Let's hear.
Derek
a song
doesn't
that
listen
you've
to
been
music.
listening.
I think yeah.
He
Derek
stares
listen-
at
no.
his ceiling at
Derek
night
listens
instead
to a lot of
listening to
random
music.
pop music. I was
Yeah, I
surprised.
listen to random stuff.
No, like pop. Like I think your genre is like pop. Like,
But pop is very
electro-pop.
vague though.
I listened to a little
like
bit
that
of
one
EDM
song that's
last
like-
night.
And welcome back to the podcast. So we're in the midst of
music time. Music time.
Music.
Yeah, no. Let's talk about our favorite music.
No, Marco, let's talk about WOM actually. What genre is WOM?
I'd say we're alternative indie rock.
Yeah, that's
that?
my genre, by the way.
Oh, I moved
I
to-
only listen to all indie.
I like indie.
I only listen. I
really
exclusively
like
listen-
indie.
What like I don't understand
Indie
these
music,
genres.
It's like the best. Mac DeMarco is one of the greatest musicians of our
Oh,
generation.
guys,
I will say
we're
that.
allowed to play WOM on here because
We
it's not
are,
copyrighted.
because
Oh, that is
I'm
true.
here.
That
I'm
is
here.
true.
I do
I
actually.
endorse it.
I do actually
have
exclusively
it
listen to
downloaded.
all indie.
Okay, what like
It's all right. I'll
What-
play it.
what
I have the
what,
master
what makes
tracks.
an indie song? Like I don't.
It's not signed to a label.
Yeah. So the whole well, originally when indie music kind of started, right? It was these small independent artists who weren't signed to one of the major record labels.
Indie.
So
That's good wording.
independent
That's good wording.
indie. So like independent.
Indiana Jones.
But eventually it just expanded to everyone that kind of had that kind of sound,
It's
that kind
pop
of
music
rock.
that doesn't have enough fame, is what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's actually pretty good.
Drink Prime, guys.
it reminds-
Logan Paul.
It reminds me of a
Logan
Burmese
Paul.
like
sponsor this
a Burmese
podcast.
candy that my mom had once. It kind of looked like poop.
play.
Which one? We have 6 songs.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Wait, you only have 6? I thought you guys had like an album.
The
EP.
album
EP.
has the album has 4 songs. On it.
Oh, okay.
I have a. While we played this in the background, I have a new podcast topic. Cracking your bones. Do you guys crack your? What body parts do you crack?
Neck, back, knuckles, wrists, ankles.
I don't crack any muscles. I've been stiff
No,
since
we
like the
need to
4th
play
grade.
it.
Got me feeling some tap away.
I have nothing on that.
Okay.
Oh my
3
god.
days later, she's
I heard the
inside
couch.
of my head. Thinking about all of the words.
Oh my
Who
god.
sent
I
you
know
this?
I know all the words.
Marco, who sent you?
Shout out DJ Khaled. Right down the middle.
What does he do?
Let's go golfing.
What does he?
He is a producer,
Another
but
one.
what does he do?
Now he's just an internet
Did
sensation.
the Drake vocals come in yet?
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
Anybody need a comb?
What is this called?
This is called what?
This is called what?
This is
And
called
what
what?
is this?
Sir, that's avocado toast.
And what is this?
That's Canadian bacon.
And if you are so inclined, what is this?
That's water.
How do you know all of these memes?
I've seen so many.
I saw a comment that was like,
Let's
this
go
DJ
swimming.
Khaled is.
Welcome back to the podcast. Since we've last cut, Sean Lee has not said nothing controversial. So I'm just gonna open this.
That's
I was
a
reading. I was
DJ
reading. No, I
Khaled.
was reading Tess of the D'Urbervilles because
Okay, yes.
we have to, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I get a text from my friend for our golf group chat, and it's a DJ Khaled clip. And I open it, and it's just one. And it's him reversing off of I think a sand bunker,
Crashing the golf cart.
crashing the golf cart, and he goes and he quotes, "Life is Roblox," and, it was, and I think he meant to say roadblocks, but it sounded like Roblox, and it was really funny, and then I went back to reading the book, but every time I'd read a few words, it just in the back of my head, life is Roblox. And so you know, it's just in my head. You know, like while I was swimming at seniors, I had David Goggins in my head. But I think the next time I swim,
worked. It worked.
I think next time I'm swimming, it's gonna be DJ Khaled instead.
Marco, remember at LL's?
We should
before-
talk about Boys.
Before I swam,
next
I
year.
was watching that Dark Knight edit.
Yeah.
That was so... Guys, if you need motivation, I forget what the video is called, but it's like the one clip from The Dark Knight Rises where he climbs out the side of the pit without the rope, and he makes the jump, and the music is so cool, and then he climbs out of the pit, and he fights Bane. It's awesome. It's so cool.
Thank you for restraining
Yeah.
the use of a word.
I almost said it.
You know what the word is? The bird. The bird is the word.
Bro.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Oh, on like the mock trial thing, like on the bus ride, they were like playing Sigma affirmations, and Miss Gabay got so angry. It was so funny,
Sigma effort.
and then we proceeded to lose.
Have you seen those videos where it's like if
New
this,
podcast member,
if this part of your
Moose.
life, I don't
Oh.
think it's in frame.
Yeah.
It is. It
Is
It was like if this part of your life was a chapter in your book, what would it be called? And the
Redemption
response,
of
yeah,
the Sigma.
yeah, Rise of the Broken Sigma. And I'm just like, please, parents, get your 7-year-olds off of Instagram.
We should bring back bullying.
That's so true. What age would you give your child a phone?
You know what? I was
14.
always mad with my parents.
Yeah.
That I didn't have a phone when I was younger,
Yeah.
and that I only got like a proper phone in 8th grade. But I'm now all the more thankful. So thank
Yeah,
you,
I agree.
mom and dad. Because
I
didn't
got
end
my
up one of
phone in
those
5th
kids Who were
grade.
addicted to
did?
them.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Honestly,
I
I think
remember.
the kids who really have
And
a
Sean is an
problem
iPad kid.
are
now.
the kids who have had it since elementary school. I think
I've had a
anywhere-
phone since
I
elementary
think
school.
sixth
You have a
grade.
problem.
Sixth grade is a big no. No phones in 6th grade. I think
I had a
anywhere
phone in
between
6th grade.
7th grade and 8th grade is
Yeah,
a good
Yeah.
spot.
I think I agree.
Depending-
I don't know what.
concur.
I don't know what grade I got mine. I got mine when I was 14.
I got mine the summer of 7th
When I
grade going
turned
into
14.
8th grade.
What was the first thing you guys did on your phone?
I took
downloaded-
pictures.
Watch.
Oh, I took that one picture with you.
Well, actually, I do.
I
do have a
remember.
picture.
I
have a
remember
picture.
when you got your
The
phone.
first picture
Yeah,
I
it
took
was
on
at-
my
yeah,
phone
I
was on
remember.
my
It was
phone.
before F&M. I do remember that.
Check this out. First picture I ever took on my phone. Check it
But
out.
Derek, before you had that phone, you had
This is the phone.
It was this
before you. Is that Marco?
in the back. Yeah.
Oh, it is Marco.
November 30th, 2019.
Jesus Christ.
November 30th,
I don't think
I
it's
2019.
got
it.
mine June 2019.
November 27th, 2019. So yeah, 8th grade.
I had a little iPhone 6s in 4th grade.
I had an iPhone 5 from 5th grade through 8th grade that didn't have a SIM card, so it was Wi-Fi only. It was basically a tiny iPad mini,
Yeah.
which I had
Which
before.
is like the same thing.
I
as
had a
having
Motorola.
No, but like
Do
I
you
didn't
know the
have
Google
social
phone?
media.
Me neither. No, the thing is, the truth
Well,
is,
let's
I didn't get
call him bathroom
Instagram.
break.
I didn't get Instagram until I was in 9th grade, I want to say, because my sister got it.
What?
And my sister's a lot
Dahlia
more
got it?
addicted to these kind of things. I
Yeah,
think
well-
because she got it earlier on.
Okay.
No, I actually disagree.
'Cause I got
social
joking, I'm
media-
joking.
I got social media
Uh,
pretty early,
Dahlia,
and I don't really
we're
think
chill.
I'm that. I'm not. Okay.
She
You're
really isn't
less
either.
addicted to Instagram than I think I am.
Yeah, I think
But I got it later.
I don't like reels.
maybe getting it later.
Well, I don't think
Makes
any
it
of us are
worse.
addicted to Instagram.
I have a problem.
Instagram
Yeah.
is
I
really
have a
hard. I
problem,
think
yeah.
Instagram is really hard to get addicted to.
It is
I
very
agree.
easy.
No, I just hate reels. First of all,
Okay.
I hate them too, but I can't.
because all my
Help the
reels
fact
are
that
just.
Can't stop.
All my
Yeah.
reels are just like.
I said,
Can you beat your
It's
third
sad.
at in a basketball game? $100 million or beat your third at in a basketball game. Those are the worst. Those are the. If you make those kinds of reels,
Yeah, those are cringe.
just stop.
bro, what
Just
type?
stop.
Of, what are you? What type of?
that's
look
why-
at the stuff I get. Look at the stuff I get. Welcome back to the
I
podcast.
genuinely like the standardized testing question. Because we never resolved anything.
We
We
did.
didn't even finish talking about music.
We don't need to talk about music.
I wanna
We
talk more
didn't
about
finish
something.
talking about anything, and that's the wonderfulness of this podcast. Next
We got
topic.
sidetracked so
Anyways,
much.
Talk about milk.
What we're gonna
Milk.
do is after this
Do you- what-
is we're going to
I hate-
drive to
I
Trader
hate
Joe's
all
and do
milk
Trader Joe's
substitutes.
review.
I hate.
Trader. Oh, like a mini vlog. That would be so funny.
I hate all milk substitutes because they taste too vanilla.
No, I
Okay,
can't
let's-
drive anyone.
Let's
on
talk
milk.
about veganism. Veganism.
Nope, too controversial.
Not
Next
really.
topic.
Vegans.
Not really. It's not that controversial.
Welcome
because-
back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast. Since we last adjourned, nothing significant has happened.
No, I think veganism is actually interesting because I think it's just
Welcome back to the podcast. Since we last adjourned, nothing eventful has happened.
You
Let's
know
get back
what?
to the topic.
Costco socks are the best, guys. If you wear Costco socks, Costco socks.
Let's talk about the Costco $1.99 hot dog.
You know what? That is
wait, it's
godsend.
$1.99 now.
I thought it was $1.50.
Yeah, that was $1.50.
No, it's always been $1.99.
No, it's
No, it's
$1.50.
$1.50.
Oh, okay. Well,
There is a big difference between $1.99
My
and
mistake.
$1.50.
My mistake. But honestly,
I don't
think
get the hot dog
That
from
is
Costco.
the most. Well, that is the most bang for your buck you
Yes.
will ever see ever.
And you get unlimited refills.
It's like a foot-long hot dog. You get a drink
Yes.
with it. You get like this foot-long hot dog, and you get infinite drinks.
Hot
with it.
dogs
Yeah.
suck, though.
Costco is so, guys. Shout out Costco.
Shout out Costco for
but
real.
they're like actually good
Kirkland
hot dogs
Signature?
too.
Kirkland Signature, guys.
Now, I will have to butt in. My family is a proud member
Kirkland
of
Signature.
Berkeley Jensen.
No.
We
Yeah,
go to
my-
BJ's.
I actually
And their
yeah.
cheesecake is sublime. Their mixed platter cheesecake. Shout out to BJ's
why
for
didn't you
making
take your
delicious
top 16?
cheesecake.
Trader
Out of-
Joe's cheesecake is goated. Trader Joe's.
got too many. Too accomplished.
I can count 5.
Derek is very good at swimming.
Yo.
The
Five.
backstroke, he's very good at backstroke.
We've been going on for an hour and 4. Pretty
That's
solid.
pretty good.
Why don't we take an intermission?
Take an intermission?
Let's take 5.
Let's take an ad break.
Let's take an ad break and let's pause everything.
Okay, no, this is part 1. We're gonna end part 1 here. You guys want to do part 2?
Yeah,
We
no,
just
well,
continue.
this is just part 1. We'll just cut it here and
Yeah.
then
You
we'll
want to
resume
record
in
for
10
another
minutes.
hour?
No.
we
Okay,
just,
thank
we Just
you.
like continue for how much? Thank you for watching part 1 of the Colin plus Marco
Edition.
guest appearance of edition of the podcast.
Yeah.
We will figure out a cool name to name this.
Yeah.
But that's all for part 1. We're gonna move on to part 2 after a small break.